Um, so this is a quality, or this can also be defined um, as a stage in terms of progress that you make. It's also one of the major goals of Sufi uh, seeker is to be in constant remembrance of the Creator. So we know that we have a practice. The zikr is one of the practices. And when we do zikr, we are training our heart to remember Allah, even when we are not doing the zikr as a practice. And the, the purpose is why we do that, because remembrance and forgetfulness, we have to understand remembrance and forgetfulness. When your heart is remembering Allah, in that moment, it cannot make a mistake. It cannot commit a sin. But when you become forgetful of Him, so then it will be the shaitan which will occupy your heart, and then you will make mistakes. You will commit sins. So if you can somehow be in constant remembrance, then you will not make mistakes. You will not commit sins. You will not do anything which Allah has prohibited, which Allah has stopped you from doing. So this state of solitude where you can be in the crowd, you can be amongst people, you can be doing your ordinary worldly work, but your heart may still be remembering Allah. So that obviously is a very is a higher state, and it takes time and effort to reach that state where you can be involved in the worldly activities, but your heart is still connected to His remembrance. So that famous Sufi saying, "You are in the world but not of it," uh, is about the same thing. That you are in the world, you're doing everything, but your heart is not into what you're doing. Your heart is always connected to Allah. So it's all about making Allah your sole concern. It's all about, being focused on the most important uh, purpose of life, which is basically Allah's remembrance. So it doesn't mean that you have to um, um, just leave this world, or not take part in the worldly activities. Not less, you have to do everything, and especially in our order, we give a lot of importance to the worldly life, and we always talk about creating this balance between your worldly and spiritual life. So in some other orders, there is this um, concept of um, uh, uh, living the worldly life and just focus on your spiritual life, but we don't do that. And we don't teach that. We don't recommend that. I think both lives, both, because we have been created to, there's every human being has a certain role in this world, and therefore you have to continue to um, do that, and at the same time you have to uh, uh, perform your religious and spiritual duties and have that balance. So it is this balance which is the most important thing, and it is through this balance that you become successful. And this level of solitude is possible. It's not. It may appear to be difficult, but it's very much possible, and it's only a question of um, making, first of all, I think making a good intention, right intention, and to make efforts. And obviously the practices help. There are some special practices like awareness of the heart, which are, and obviously the zikr, which help you to reach uh, that state. And obviously it's something which is which happens over a period of time, and then it's not that all of a sudden one day you will reach that state. Obviously when you make progress in the path, then you realize that the remembrance increases with time, and it is possible that you reach that level where you can be in the world. That means you may be among people, you may be doing your normal worldly routine work, but at the same time, you don't forget Allah.